Picture this: a god so wild, so uncontrollable, that he's banished from heaven itself. His crime? Throwing a tantrum that destroys his sister's sacred halls. His redemption? Facing an 8-headed dragon that devours young women alive. This is Susanoo, and his story will change how you think about second chances. Listen to his name: Susanoo-no-Mikoto, the storm god, the sea god, the problem child of Japanese mythology. Born from his father Izanagi's nose during a purification ritual, Susanoo enters the world screaming. While his siblings get the sun and the moon, he gets the raging seas and howling winds. But here's the thing about Susanoo: he doesn't want the seas. He wants his dead mother. He wants what he can't have. And that desire? It makes him dangerous. Before his exile, Susanoo does the unthinkable. He visits his sister, Amaterasu, the sun goddess, in heaven. He says he comes in peace. She doesn't believe him, and she's right. What happens next is chaos incarnate. He destroys her rice fields. He fills her irrigation ditches. Then, and this is where it gets dark, he hurls a flayed horse through the roof of her sacred weaving hall. One of her attendants dies from shock. Amaterasu, horrified, seals herself in a cave. The world plunges into darkness. The other gods beg Susanoo to leave. No, they demand it. They rip out his beard, pull his fingernails, and cast him down to earth, humiliated, alone, powerless. This is where most villains stay villains. But Susanoo? He's about to become a hero. Susanoo wanders the land of Izumo, broken and searching for meaning. Then he sees it chopsticks floating down a river. Someone lives upstream. He follows the current and finds an elderly couple weeping. Between them sits their daughter, Kushinada. She's beautiful. She's terrified. And she's going to die. Why? Susanoo asks. The father's voice shakes as he speaks. The Yamata no Orochi. 8 heads, 8 tails, eyes like winter cherries, a body stretching across 8 valleys and 8 hills. Every year, it demands one of our daughters. We had 8, now we have 1. Susanoo feels something shift inside him. This isn't about glory. It's about saving someone. I'll kill it, he says. But I want your daughter's hand in marriage. They agree immediately. Who wouldn't? Here's where Susanoo's cleverness shines. He doesn't charge in swinging, he thinks. He transforms Kushinada into a comb, tucking her safely into his hair. Then he builds 8 gates with 8 platforms, placing a vat of sake on each one. Night falls. The ground trembles. The Yamata no Orochi arrives, each head swaying like a separate nightmare. The monster smells the sake. All 8 heads drink deeply, greedily, until they're staggering drunk. Now Susanoo strikes. His sword flashes in the moonlight, once, twice, 3 times, again and again. And when he cuts into the dragon's tail, his blade strikes something hard. Inside, a sword. Not just any sword. The Kusanagi, the legendary grass-cutting blade. Susanoo stares at it. This weapon hidden inside a monster. He realizes what it means. Even in darkness, there's light. Even in chaos, there's purpose. This is Susanoo's gift to us. He's the god of storms. Yes, unpredictable, fierce, destructive. But he's also the god of transformation. He proves that your worst moment doesn't define you. Your next choice does. He masters 3 things: the fury of nature, the cunning of strategy, and the courage to protect the innocent. That's power. That's significance. That's why he matters. Today, Susanoo lives on. Shrines across Japan honor him as a protector. The Kusanagi sword became one of Japan's three sacred treasures. And his story? It reminds us that redemption isn't about perfection. It's about showing up when it matters most. Susanoo wasn't born a hero. He chose to become one. Face the dragon. Save the innocent. Find your sword in the darkness. That's the storm god's real legacy.